Hello and welcome back to the Back End of Business podcast with me, Colly Murphy, the founder of Maybell Tech Agency. And today I want to ask you a question. What would you do if Instagram disappeared tomorrow? Gone. No warning, no access, no account, no followers, no content, no messages, nothing. How would your business survive? Now, before you panic, I'm not saying Instagram is going to go anywhere. Touch wood. But I do think it's a really important question to ask yourself. So many business owners I see have built their entire business on rented land. And that's exactly what social media is. We don't own it. We don't control it. Like, we remember the days when Facebook disappeared, it went down, and everyone was like, what are we going to do with our life? And I remember that day. I remember what I was doing. It was Squid Games first came out. And I sat and was watching loads of it. And I can remember looking at my Facebook and we're like, oh my God, Facebook's down, it's gone. And that was like before I used Instagram as much as I do now. But it's scary. We don't make the rules. And we're borrowing space on someone else's platform. And this hit me while I was on holiday. While I was on holiday in May, I got to Spain and I'd been using I call it a drop signal SIM. A SIM called that drops in if you lose signal. And it obviously dropped in when I was in the airport and things like that. And obviously that plus me being in Spain triggered me up for being hacked. And I went to log into Instagram, gone. Mine, Evie Mae's football account, my Maybell VA account, all gone. WhatsApp, gone. Facebook, gone. And I shit myself. And I was like, what am I going to do? Managed to luckily get Instagram back by putting some ID in, but only for Maybell Tech Agency, nothing else. I'm not going back, still not going back. And I believe it's because I pay for the blue tick. And I only pay for the blue tick because I've seen someone saying, what happens if you get hacked? What happens if someone makes another account? You can prove you're the real you. They make another account and say this person's pretending to be me. You're done for. So, like I said, we're borrowing space on someone else's platform. And if they decide to change the rules tomorrow, there's not a lot we can do about it. It's a dangerous business model that a lot of us are using. Like, I put my hands up, I grow my business on Instagram. But I also do what I'm going to touch about as well. So we do this, so we've all seen it. Someone's got 5,000 followers, 10, 20. They feel really secure. They've got a good business. They've got leads coming every day through social media. But what happens when I ask them how many people from them, 5,000 followers, are on your email list? There's three answers, like, don't really have one. There's got 5,000 followers, but only 100 of them are on my email list. There's been meaning to start an email list. I've been collecting some emails. Or I don't have any emails at all. Everyone I know is on my social media. And that's where the problem starts. Because followers aren't actually your audience. Instagram decides who sees what they see. They decide where you reach, who you get to be on their page. Decide whether your content gets to be pushed out or not. So it'd be lovely if it was us that decide, but it's not. So you can spend years building an audience and wake up one morning to find your engagements dropped overnight. We've all seen it happen. Followers don't pay your bills. So now before anyone comes to me, I love Instagram. Lots of clients to me come through social media. It's freaking amazing. It's an amazing tool, but it is just that. It is just a tool, not a business strategy. Because followers don't automatically become clients. It would be lovely. I'd be like, oh yeah, I am on the brink of in 1,000. And it might seem low, but it has took me time to get where I am. And I've never really had a social media strategy at all. Like, I was just posting as I post. Now I'm starting to be more strategic about what I do. But that's a process. It's a journey that we go through to turn them into clients. And something that takes people from discovering you to actually buying you. So it's where most business owners get stuck. They're spending all their time creating amazing content, but very little time creating a journey that happens afterwards. So today we're going to talk about the power of an email list. One of my favourite things to do, email marketing, love it. So if someone joins your email list, it is a very different relationship. So you've got direct access to them. You can email them tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, without worrying about algorithms, without hoping your content gets seen, without fighting for attention. And that is really powerful. Some of my biggest launches that I've ever seen or ever done didn't happen because of social media. It happened because of the email marketing side of it. So people are an audience that they can communicate with whenever they want. Like, the only thing we've got to worry about with email marketing is people actually opening up your emails. And if you're doing it good, they're going to want it. So what happens when social media goes quiet? So you stop posting for a week, a couple of weeks, or a month. Would your business still generate leads? If you wasn't posting and there was no email marketing strategy in place already, would your business still get leads? Would people still discover your services and your offers? Would people still inquire? Would you still make money? As many business owners, the answer is no. And it's not because they're bad at business at all. They built attention, but not systems. The business assets you actually own. So let's talk about the things that you do own. So you've got your website, you've got your email list, your customer database, your products and your services, your systems, your automations, your client experiences, your content library. These are all assets. These are things that continue to work for you, even when you're not posting every day. So if you listen to last week's podcast, I talked about going on holiday and still earning money. And yes, I had a team working for me, but there wasn't any social media going out. I think I did 2 reels while I was on holiday. There was no social media happening at all. But I built systems that give me recurring revenue. My business is built, I can't even work out how much, but 90% of recurring monthly revenue, because these systems are in place to collect payments each month for people to get access to what they need to get access to. So when you're not posting, when you're on holiday, when you're having a bad week, when life gets messy, and honestly, this is where freedom starts. So what I do first, so if you listen to this thinking, okay, Carly, you've convinced me I need to do some email marketing, where do I start? So step 1 is create a freebie. Go and listen to episode 2 of this podcast, and we're looking at the lead setup. You can download my freebie, this is your Launch Framework, to learn how to build all of this we're going to chat about, the freebie steps and the automation. So we'll create a freebie first. So something useful that solves a problem. So my freebie is a framework that solves the problem of manually doing everything yourself, bringing leads in through social media. Obviously, when you have a freebie, you share it out on social media, but once you've got them emails, they're locked in. So step 2, build a simple opt-in page. So you've got a freebie or you've got an opt-in page. An opt-in page could be opt-in to my newsletter. Opt-in so you don't miss out on weekly emails with hints, tips and free surprises along the way. And then, so you've got this freebie, and this freebie, you've got this opt-in form. So the opt-in form could be to download this freebie. We are then going to connect it to an email sequence. So an email sequence, again, go and listen to the last few podcasts. Podcasts 2, 3 and 4 break down my Launch Framework. And it's not just if you're launching, it's if you want to create a freebie and things like that. It talks about the benefits of it, what you need in there and why. So a freebie is a simple way of getting people to exchange their email address for something free. An opt-in page is the exact same thing. So an opt-in page is a freebie, it's a landing page, it's somewhere to collect someone's details. So you want to pop in an opt-in form into this freebie, then we're going to have an email sequence. And the email sequence is then where we nurture. We talk to people, we connect and they start to get that know, like, and trust factor. So after that, we start talking about it. So we're going to share it on social media. So that's when it's great to come in. But we're going to share it on social media. We're going to get it out there. You don't need a 17-step funnel. You don't need a really complicated setup. This is something that you could build really simple in MailerLite for free. MailerLite, I've actually just brought in some new steps to their free account, and you can only make, I think it's free. I don't know, you'll have had an email if you're with MailerLite. If not, go and have a look. But the free thing, you can only create like 3 pages. So many automations. Like, they've really tightened up to start getting people wanting to pay them, because they know email marketing is getting bigger and bigger. Step 4, start talking about it. That's when social media comes in amazingly. That you can share it on your socials, but you can share it in networking. You can share it in different conversations with different people. You don't need a complicated setup. You don't need 50 automation, 17 funnels. You don't need all these things in place. You can have it as easy as you want it to be. To start building a way for people to move from social media into something that you own. Social media is the invitation. One of the best ways I've heard it explained is this. Social media is the party invitation. Your email list is the actual party. You want social media to bring people into your world, but not to be your entire world. Because if your whole business depends on one platform, that is a risky place to be. So, some final thoughts for you today. Simple question that we asked: if Instagram vanished tomorrow, or Facebook, what would happen to your business? Would you still have a way to reach your audience? Would you still have a way to generate leads? Would you still have a way to make sales? If the answer is no, don't panic. Start building the pieces now, one step at a time. Because the goal isn't to stop using social media. No. It's to stop depending on it. If this is something that you're like, I really want to do this, but I have no idea how to, or you've listened to last week's podcast and you're like, I don't want to do it myself, come and have a look what we do. We have social media retainer packages where each week you pop in the copy, we create the graphics, we go into the system, we schedule it in for you. And all you have to do is think about the topic for each week. Yeah, it's gold dust, like it is needed in your business. So thank you so much for listening to this week's episode of the Back End of Business podcast. If you enjoyed today's episode again, please feel free to take a screenshot, share it on your Instagram, and give me a tag at Maybelle Tech Agency. And if this episode's give you a little bit of a wake-up call, I would love to hear it. Like, share this with someone else that you think would love it. And I'll see you next week. Bye.